Hello everyone, welcome. First off, I know you're all busy people, so a big thank you for being here today. Whether you're a leader, a manager, a shareholder, stakeholder, or one of the many incredible team members, you're a massive part of what makes Paintings by Modern not just a company, but something truly creative and bold. I know you've all got a lot on your plate, so thank you for taking your time out of your day to be here. Your presence means a lot, and today's all about making the time worth it. Okay, so on to topic number one. In this topic, we're talking about the macroeconomy and the business cycle. We'll be covering things such as GDP, inflation, and unemployment. Starting off with GDP, this stands for Gross Domestic Product, and this basically measures the total value of goods and services produced over a specific time period. It's primary indicator of economic health. And in Australia, the GDP growth for forecast for 2025 has been adjusted to 1.8%, reflecting a modest pace of economic expansion. The next topic is inflation. Inflation refers to the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services rises. As of the first quarter of 2025, Australia's inflation rate stands at 2.4%, aligning with the Reserve Bank of Australia's target range of 2 to 3%. And the next subject is unemployment. Unemployment indicates the percentage of the labour force that is jobless and actively seeking employment. Australia's unemployment rate has remained steady at 4.1% in recent months, suggesting a relatively stable labour market. Understanding these macroeconomics indicators is crucial for a strategic planning. They provide insights into the business cycle phases, expansion, peak, and contraction. This helps anticipate market conditions, adjust our operations accordingly, and make informed decisions to steer Paintings by Modern through a very strong economic storm. Okay, slide number 4, topic number 2. Let's talk about something that's been making waves beyond just the headlines: global trade tensions and the recent return of tariffs to the political spotlight, particularly following President Trump's re-election. Tariffs, in a simple term, are taxes on imports. While they're framed as a tool to protect domestic industries, they can also distort the flow of global trade and creating trade wars. So what happens when the US generates tariffs, and how does it relate to Australia? Let's look at this through the ADAS model, our classic macroeconomics lens. Okay, in this slide, you can see the ADAS model, and I've drawn it here, and you can see in the PowerPoint slide, and I'm going to describe it to you guys. For Australia, US tariffs on exports makes our goods and services more expensive and less competitive in the American market. In the ADAS model, this translates to a leftward shift in the AD. Why? Because the reduced export revenue means less demand on it for our output. That slows down, leads to lower GDP growth, potential downward pressure on employment, and may even soften inflation. And let's be honest, as a country that depends heavily on trade, especially with the US and China, we feel these impacts acutely. Industries get cautious, investment slow, and sentiment tightens. So, slide number 6, the US perspective on the ADAS impact. For the US, it's a double-edged sword. Tariffs can temporarily boost domestic production, shifting AS rightward as a local supply fills the gap. But over time, import costs rise and consumers face higher prices, and AD may fall due to a weaker purchasing and reduced global trade confidence. So, in the longer term, there's a risk of stagflation, slowing growth down, combined with rising prices. And this affects the global demand, not just within their borders. So why does this matter, and how does it affect Paintings by Modern and Australia? Explain here. Global supply chains get more expensive and less predictable. Investors globally, their confidence can drop. If China and the US escalate tensions, Australia being economically tied to both of them, we can get caught in the middle. For us at Paintings by Modern, even if we don't take trade directly with the US, we're still exposed. Rising import costs could impact materials and logistics. Uncertainty can delay commercial projects, especially in property and interior design. Clients can pull back, budgets can shrink, and innovation often gets shriveled. So, at the end of the day, the economic turbulence going on doesn't affect our business confidence at all. We just have to be prepared in planning. Understanding these external pressures helps us position Paintings by Modern to navigate the uncertainty, not just to react to it. Our goal is to stay informed and stay nimble and look globally while acting decisively at home. So, on to topic number 3. This topic, we're talking about insights from behavioural economics. So we'll be talking about behavioural economics and traditional economics. Traditional economics assumes the individuals makes rational choices to maximise their well-being. So if healthier food is better for us, we'll choose it. But in reality, that's not often the case. Behavioural economics recognise the decision-making influenced by psychology. Such as habits and context. People often exhibit present bias, opting for immediate gratification over long-term benefits. Factors like choice overload, default options, and social cues also play a significant role in behavioural economics. So instead of assuming we always act logically, behavioural economics explores how we actually behave and how small changes in the environment or nudges can guide better choices without restricting freedom. It's more of a human and more realistic approach to understanding behaviour. So for the final topic, topic number 4 of today's PowerPoint is the implication of the growth of AI and how it affects the job market. AI is changing for how we work. Let's break it down using 2 simple labour market diagrams, one for unskilled labour and one for skilled labour. For unskilled roles, think repetitive, manual tasks. AI often replaces this type of work. Demand drops, wages will fall, and unemployment can rise. For skilled roles, those who work with develop AI, demand goes up, wages rise, and opportunities expand. The key assumption, not everyone can upskill quickly. Labour isn't perfectly mobile and training takes time. So what happens to wages inequality? It widens. Unless we invest into upskilling and education, AI will reward the skilled and leave others behind. Before we wrap up, I just want to say a genuine thank you to each and every one of you, our leaders, managers, stakeholders, and colleagues, for showing up and contributing and learning into the future we have today. Your time, your ideas, your energy are what we move Paintings by Modern forward. Today wasn't just about planning, it was about alignment, vision, momentum. So let's carry that with us. Let's keep asking smart questions, pushing creative boundaries, and building a company that's not only ready for the future, but excited for it. Thanks again, and let's make the next chapter our boldest yet.